Do, 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 do,
Sunday. Are we live?
do, 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 do,
There we are.
do, 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 do.
I feel like the appropriate answer to that question is on the advice of my counsel, I am exercising my rights
When they ask you, are we live?
under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution.
Is that how it's like, are we live? I cannot on the also the fact that when you're going in front of the government and they ask you question, you have to go with your counsel.
Okay,
advice.
you need counsel. You don't want to go. It's not government that will tell you that anything.
But they also held him liable or be in contempt.
They held him in contempt. I mean, 111 times invoking the Fifth Amendment. That's wild. Especially on a topic that's so divisive like COVID. Like, I'm surprised in Canada they haven't dragged Dr. Theresa Tam
to do basically like ask her in Parliament what she did with COVID.
Well, so I guess a lot of the confusion is from the experts and the science telling us, initially they were like, no, don't wear masks. It will make it bad. Meanwhile, they said it just because they wanted healthcare workers to have masks. Later they said, no, wear masks to help slow down the whatever. And then now we're finding out it was not doing jack.
The mask, no, the mask.
The vaccine was not doing jack. The social distancing was not.
Still, I see people still wear masks in a lot of places, like even traveled.
Yeah, but like it wasn't a special thing to do for COVID-19, right? It wasn't based in science.
Generally, when it comes to airborne diseases, in general,
none of the advice from the experts was based in science.
I mean, Loki, I actually just did all of these things so I can travel, man. And yet to travel.
There was a lot of pressure. I
had to get like the one shot, the two shots, get the sickness. And once they say you don't need any shots afterwards, I'm like, sure. I'm not. Yeah. I don't really like the hospitals to start with. Anything injection. Like my dentist sometimes they call in, do you want to come in early? I'm like,
early to do what?
Early to clean my teeth and go through the pain. Like, I realize there's some people that go to the dentist and they don't feel the kind of pain I feel. Like people just have uncomfortable.
Are you exposing yourself that you don't floss as well?
Dude, I floss, I do this, and then my dentist is like, oh yeah, if you're doing all of these things, one thing I've noticed is that you have deep pockets. So maybe you should actually go cut your gums.
You should do
literally.
What?
She's like, I get an appointment to like reduce your gums because the gums are too down on your teeth.
So you're gonna have long teeth.
Yeah, I have long teeth and short gums, and it will be easier to clean versus like the deep pocket gums that I have. I'm like,
bro, man, like when people start suggesting stuff like that, I start to question this.
I question a lot of the things. I'm like, I've been going to dentists for years, and everybody has told me I had deep pocket, but nobody has even told me it's possible to cut your gums. Like that sounds like cosmetic surgery, yo.
Yeah, so it's like at some point all your teeth will fall out because there isn't enough gums to hold them in place.
I guess no, there are bones that hold the teeth, but the gums are just like to cover. Actually, don't know. Like that sounded like, dude, my counsel you as my dentist just because you don't know how bad I hate pain, and then you're telling me I should go and find a specialist surgeon. We have a specialist I can refer to in Ottawa General Hospital. Like it's going to be a quick procedure. Like, how will it be quick? Will I be able to eat for 2 weeks? Like
Bruh.
What would be happening? Like, what would it look like?
That's wild. And is that even covered under like insurance and stuff?
Oh boy.
Or it's out of pocket.
I'm like, anytime she calls me, oh, I have an opening. Do you want to come in here? I'm like, yeah, nah, G. Keep it to the 6 months that we once every 6 months.
Twice a year and I'm happy with that.
Because I don't know, man. Yeah. So when you were saying the vaccines, I actually do not like any of those things. So when you tell me I don't have to, I'm good. If you tell me I have to, I'll wait till I'm traveling or I have to do something, and then at the end deadline, I'm going to get it.
Yeah, well, I guess what has now been exposed is that a lot of us, it's like, oh, the government says we should do this. The government says we should do that. Let's go do it. Sheep.
Except the government tells me that there's money involved,
and it's like, okay.
And also, like the money that was involved, I've still not gotten my own reimbursement.
Which money was
like the $500 grocery benefits. acts that Carney was supposed to give me. That's why I'm over Carney, yo.
So you're over Carney. Wow.
For the $500.
Podcast over. My guy said he's over. You know what? It's easy to disown Mark Carney now. Last week you were like, oh, he had a bad month. My guy.
Mans is having a bad second year.
He's just
second half of the
down
year. Second half of the year.
At a very
bad.
rapid pace.
Second half of the year is bad, man.
How do you get elected on elbows up? And this whole week, all we're hearing is, Marcani's people are telling us that we should be ready to make some more concessions to get a good deal. I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
Concessions?
You've been making concessions for the last 18 months.
Dude, when I saw that article leak, I'm like, don't tell me that you don't have an elbow, bro. Don't tell me that August 19th, it's like you can't stand up to Trump.
I think even CBC was shocked.
Like
our state-sponsored
when
media.
I saw that, I was shocked. Like, why are you leaking this? What are you leaking? Okay, sure. Obviously, the booze is hurting them. Is that the only?
Is it really?
The only thing I'll say is like, if that's the only concession, I'm like, okay, I guess back to back. But that's so stupid because what they did the ban for American alcohol was the original tariffs. The August 19 tariffs don't have anything to do with alcohol ban.
Or the 232, or whatever they're calling the acronym tariffs. See, CBC, was it yesterday, said Donald Trump has given Carney a masterclass in negotiation. In so many words. But essentially, they were saying that Trump is out negotiating Carney.
Dude, the funny thing is, the people that Carney is sending to these negotiations is them I pity the most, man.
Yeah, like they've been dealt such a hand that you don't even know where to start from.
Like, I'm sorry, LeBlanc, what do you call it?
Dominic LeBlanc.
Dominic. Because you'll be there like trying to negotiate and saying, okay, there might be some concessions. Carney says, no, we're going to make sure that whatever deal we get is a fair deal. And I'm like, okay, yeah, tell them. Make sure you tell the guys that are in Washington, they should. This is what next thing comes out is like, actually, we're going to be making some concessions.
Wild.
Like,
wild.
How do you say something on Canada and what they're talking in Washington is different?
So now you're starting to see my guy's sleight of hand.
This is in
front of the Canadian population. My guy is elbows up. We're gonna get the best deal for Canada.
Elbows up and come and just like
he's trying to eat his cake and have it because he won the election on an elbows up campaign, which is great for politics. But in reality, like I've been saying on this podcast, we don't got the cards, yo.
Yeah, we don't have the cards, and that's what
so what do you do when you don't have the cards?
You work with the world as it is. That's what he was. I'm like, the world as it is.
Carney was not talking like he knew what he was saying. He was claiming to be some sort of middle power.
No, I'm saying like, but again, to be fair, that is working.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, we do not need to bow down to whatever they're saying.
Nobody's saying to bow down. No. All I said back in the day, we don't need the elbows up message right now for the US. That's not what we need. We can have an elbows up strategy, but we don't need an elbows up message.
Yeah, we can have an elbows up strategy.
Yes.
We can have a united front that we are not...
Almost impossible.
But Carney has not said elbows up since he got elected.
Of course not. What does he have in mind?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, elbows up is not even...
He did elbows up in China and he did it in Davos, which was when I had an issue with it. I was like, hey, you don't have the cards. You cannot go to China and go to Switzerland and be speaking elbows up when you don't have the cards. So here's my... He won the election on an elbows up campaign.
Yeah.
And elbows up is great for politics. That's for all the premiers, all of them. They're still doing elbows up because they don't have to live with the reality that Mark Carney has to live with. Mark Carney is the person that has to live with the reality of the United States and what a monster it is. The premiers, all they're doing is elbows up. No, tariff for tariff, tit for tat tariff. David Eby has refused to put US booze back on the shelf.
Yeah, I mean, even Ontario is not really doing that.
Yeah, Ontario is going to kill it. Doug Ford is his spineless. Doug Ford is his spineless premier. Forget it.
like, for me, I'm just like, this is proof that it's working. If they're coming back to threaten you that they want, first of all, Carney, we do, the digital content tax, we remove those kind of things. The Netflix tax, we remove that. I'm like, sure. I couldn't really, but if you know that what has been hurting them all along, which you have to shout out to Doug Ford for leading, because this was him that started this whole
Yeah, but
US
what's the point?
ban.
August 19th is going to come, and that tariff is going to impact Quebec, British Columbia, and Ontario.
But that is what elbows up is all about. That is what elbows. But do you know the funny
$20 billion in Canadian
do you know what the funny
business.
thing? Even if it's $20 billion, it's still going to hurt America too. So that's why I'm saying all these concessions are like,
You know,
we
like when you're
need to-
hurting a 300 million person country, they can absorb it.
See, mine is we need to keep to the elbows up message, and we need to
we need to get rid of the elbows up message and do an
let's not
elbows
be-
up strategy.
Let's not whether we're saying it or we're doing it. All I'm saying, we need to. This is literally like all these Vikings hold the fort. Literally,
Hold the fort.
Bring up all your shields, put it in front of you. This man is not worth caving to right now.
We don't need to cave. We just need to get strategic in how we talk, how we communicate.
Yeah, but strategic in how we communicate is not coming out to say we're going to be making some concessions. The
Yeah,
fact you're
obviously,
licking-
McCartney is
the fact
not-
you're licking that just already tells me that everything is up for grabs right now.
No, what it tells you is that Carney understands that if he doesn't socialize the idea with Canadians, they will revolt against him. This is him trying to damage control. He's trying to do damage control by getting Canadians okay with the idea that we'll make some concessions ultimately. I'm hearing that there will be blanket tariffs ultimately in Kuzma. Like the concessions I've been hearing this week, I'm just like, my goodness. For somebody who campaigned on elbows up, this is his spanking. They just turned him back and just he's there.
No. I think we should hold the fort. I think that there's still time to say, or maybe look, when I saw that message on the Global Mail, I'm like, nah, Carney, this is. I don't know if I think it's more of an insult at this point.
To who and by who? Like, I don't
It's an
understand.
insult to Canadians.
Of course, the guy's been insulting us since last year.
I'm wondering who we are trying to protect at all costs versus our reputation.
Let me tell you. Guess who is 90% invested in the US?
Yeah, but even if you're 90% invested in the US, you're the prime
It's
minister
a
of
win-win
Canada.
for him. If the US wins, Brookfield wins, he makes money.
Nah, this is
If Canada
can't be
wins,
Brookfield and
As Prime
Carney
Minister, he
making money.
looks
Come
good,
on.
he makes money. So for McCartney, he has hedged his bet. And for him, no matter which way this thing goes, he's going to come out on top.
Yes, he will come up on top if you. I don't think if US wins, he comes out on top.
What?
I actually don't think if US wins, he comes out on top. It doesn't look very clean cut on this.
My guy, he comes out on top if the US wins.
Yeah, Brookfield. Because Brookfield is globally diversified, so I'm not really worried about them.
Yeah, but him specifically, the portfolio he's responsible for, he comes out on top. So.
Nah, man, I'll say this week, Carney, whatever your boys are doing in Washington, they should just walk out of that room, Seth. Because they wasn't even, like, at this point, let the August 19th deadline come and go. Nobody needs to go to Washington.
Because we should just save our stress, because all this is you're doing,
come back.
the deadline will come and we'll get the tariff.
So let's just focus on
Once again, our state-sponsored media, CBC,
diversified.
they opened their mouth and said Jameson Greer is a more experienced, he's a, I can't remember, they use so many positive adjectives to describe the guy as somebody who is experienced in this kind of negotiation. They didn't say anything about the Canadian representative, Dominic LeBlanc.
Yeah,
Are they leaving that up
be
to
fair,
our imagination?
At this point, when they sent Dominic LeBlanc, I thought, like, bro, like, Dominic has had a long political career.
Okay. Can he close the deal on this
It's
one?
not even about closing the deal. I'm not even optimistic that he was the right person for the job for this. Not because
Who should they have sent? Anita and
they should have just sent some fresh blood, man. Hell, just ask Canadians who should we send, and we'll give you like a run. Like maybe we send like people that understand. Okay, maybe you find someone from Ontario and someone from Quebec, our two largest economies, but also people that have their elbows up. Because Carney, bro, are your elbows still up? Let us know.
Carney's elbows are not up. I mean, the tariff. So, for people who are not familiar with the tariff, so the 50% tariff rate that the US has threatened on $20 billion worth of Canadian products, that tariff is targeting wine, hockey sticks, cement, dairy, and automotive sectors. So, yeah, like I said, Ontario, Quebec, BC are all covered in these tariffs. So the question is, should we maintain a constructive diplomatic tone to avoid any kind of escalation, or should we match Washington's aggression with Canadian aggression? Thank you. Nice to meet you. You're welcome. That's how. See, all I'm saying, I like the idea Pierre Poilievre has floated.
Bro, okay, wait, before you do PFL, I want to fix something on this lens because it's like looking blurry for me. Yeah.
It's bothering you.
Yeah, and it's bothering the hell. Before you do PFL, let me just make sure that we are focused on one another again.
All right. So while I have a co-host of this podcast that's what's the word? OCD when it comes to video and picture. So
Yeah, because it's just bothering me that I was looking at it's focused on your background. There are human beings that need to be in frame. But anyways, you said Pierre Poilievre. What were you saying?
So instead of making more concessions, how about we start to use the little leverage we have? Guess who renamed the Department of Defense to Department of War in the US? They're signaling that when it comes to war, they want to be the global leader in that space. You know what you need for war? You need critical minerals. You need energy. You need raw material, steel, all these different things that we provide and currently getting tariffed.
Yeah.
How about we extract all of these things from the ground, process them, and sell them to the US as what's the word I'm looking for? VIP customers. It's like, hey, get rid of all these tariffs. Like, let's just stop these games we're playing. We'll make you guys VIP customers to the products you guys absolutely want from us.
Nah. See, at this point, I'm not even thinking about the US. You know who a better VIP customer should go and be selling to?
Who?
China. They have better open source models for AI. They have better use for what they're building in their industrial. Those are the people you should be. See, this is not a chance to. You can't be pampering and like trying to make the US
What
feel
you're saying
good.
is cuts your US off entirely.
I'm not saying cut them off, but if you're trying to do a marketing
Because they're right there.
campaign,
If you're gonna sell stuff to somebody, they're right there.
well, we are right here. If you want to buy stuff from somebody, you can come and meet us. But if you're trying to do a marketing campaign, go all the way to China. Tell them we have critical minerals. They also
China
have
also has critical
but I'm just saying, like,
minerals.
if you're trying to have any, because either ways,
Yeah, because if China starts buying our critical minerals, then they become the world's leading supplier of critical minerals.
sure. Hey, if we were already going to give it to a discount, maybe you figure
No,
out. a way
I'd
to
not say
sell.
discount. They get first right of refusal.
Yeah. See, right? No, right? I'm not even thinking about US for the next 2 years. If they want to buy something from us at market rate, sure. But I think Carney's original plan, I think Carney is just scared that his original plan, he doesn't want to just fully commit to it.
So
the
what
whole.
you're suggesting is going to risk. So essentially, it's like we'll absorb the tariffs, charge us the 50% tariffs.
Charge us the 50% tariffs.
We'll absorb it.
Do you know, like, if
You
we
think
start
Ontario,
moving,
Quebec, and BC will be okay with this?
dude, if we start moving like we would absorb the tariffs, at some point, they don't have any tool in their closet. Wait, 100% tariffs? Go ahead. 200% tariffs? Go ahead. We cannot start doing concessions upon concessions upon concessions. At some point, you'll be conceding the whole country.
Yeah, by absorbing 200% tariffs, you just destroy industry.
Carney
We're not going to
is
have any leverage.
See, right now, Carney is blinking.
China is not buying from us at the rate they're
Carney
buying
is
from us.
blinking.
Even the deal we did with them, it was more about them having access to our market
Carney-
than them buying from us.
I'm saying right now, outside of the way America and Canada's relationship is going out, still on an international stage, Canada is still preferred as a trading partner over the US.
What does that mean?
So go find everyone that needs critical minerals, sell to them, but the US. The US will come and find us and buy from us at market rates.
I don't see that happening.
See, all these things Pierre
I don't
is saying.
see that playing out the way you think it's gonna play out.
So that's why I'm saying. That's why I say Carney is blinking, because he's thinking the same thing. Okay, maybe it's not going to play out the same way. Even if it doesn't play out the same way, you don't get slapped around.
Let me give you another reason why it's probably not going to play out the same way. Because Canada has not protected the industries that can extract these critical minerals.
What do you mean?
Guess who are some of the biggest investors / owners of the businesses that are extracting these critical minerals?
US?
Yes, US. So, in a strategic way, doing this might help us start protecting our sovereignty over the critical minerals on our soil.
I agree.
Versus current state. So wait, you think the US will own some of these mines and whatnot, and then they will sell it to China? Like, we wouldn't even have the leverage to.
We have leverage.
Like
is on crown land. We like. See, all I'm saying is, if you're going to be aggressive, I don't know why people are looking at this is an aggressive move by the US.
Yes.
Our response to say, you know what, we're going to focus on everybody else, and we're going to not give you guys discount on everything we've been giving you discount on, is not an aggressive response. It's just a sovereign, fair response.
See, I once again, I think we can do stuff similar to that, because I don't know if we can do exactly what you're suggesting.
I'm not saying go and shout on the rooftop that, oh, US, you're banned from Canada. No. I'm just saying, Dominic, come back. First of all, the fact that we've been going has not helped for the past 1.5 years.
But we've not been going.
We have been going.
We've not been going.
We have been going. See, we have gone 50% tariffs today. Even when all these tariff shenanigans started, we were sending people. Doug Ford was going to US left, right, and center.
Nobody sends that one message.
Like, even they sent our own Daniel Smith that has friends over there. It did not help. Let us stop wasting.
No, like, see, the whole thing about premiers going there, I have an issue with it, because one, that's how you end up with these fragmented policy points of view. We need to figure out at home here in Canada, what is our unified message, and at the federal level, that conversation has to be driven at the federal level. I don't like the idea of premiers going to broker different kinds of deals.
We have a unified message, although not all the premiers.
We don't have a unified message.
We do have a unified message. All of a sudden, Carney wants to remove the alcohol ban. Who gave him the jurisdiction over the alcohol ban?
Quebec has said no. David Eby has said no.
Ontario is going to say yes.
Like I said, Doug Ford, spineless. He's not. And I don't care much for.
So that's what I'm telling you. Everyone else understands the message.
Who is everyone else?
Canada, or other than McCartney and whoever is in Washington that's telling us there's concessions to be made. Everyone else understands that this alcohol ban is hurting the US. It is Kuzma friendly, but it's hurting the US. So next time they want to do anything, let's find whoever came up with that idea should find another item on the list that is Kuzma friendly and would be just a fair response, a nice, polite. Please bring down all the alcohols from the shelf that have US labels. Maybe we find something else. I don't even know. What else can they find that is US based that we should be bringing down from this?
You tell me, because you're the one that seems to think that Canada has.
Maybe all the US franchise McDonald's. Maybe we step back.
Okay, if you start there, whether it's McDonald's, whether it's Tim Hortons, Burger King, A&W.
How about we just
people will be grumpy in the morning.
Tim Hortons is actually owned by a US hedge fund, apparently.
Yeah, I think it's US, Brazil. There's like a couple countries involved.
So
it's not
what
as Canadian as we think.
Okay, maybe it's not clear cut. We need to find certain things that are clear cut. Whoever was the economist, definitely not McCartney that came up with this.
McCartney needs to return his economics degree to whichever school gave it to him.
I'm done with McCartney. If this leak that we're doing concessions is coming from McCartney, it is just. You know when you have a leader that tells all of us elbows up.
I cannot believe you're done with McCartney.
At the front of the row of the leader, you see the leader just sit down and he's like, please bring some Band-Aid. Let me just relax. And all of us who have been, it's like, are you for us? Are you against us?
McCartney got Canadians riled up, and then McCartney is the first to make concessions.
Nah, man. I saw that leak. I was like, no, I'm done. If this is what it is.
So
we need to hold the line. Literally, we need someone like Braveheart, hold the line or something, or bring one of those Netflix movies, show McCartney how it's done. Put your shields, and then after they're finished shooting, then you tell your arrow guys, now fire down. And just keep raining fire on the. Actually, you don't have to rain fire. Just diversify, man. Like literally, focus on somebody else.
In my notes here, it says Ontario's alcohol embargo has been in place for almost a year and a half, but has failed to move the needle.
It is moved the needle, though. No, the fact that US is threatening, and this is one of the items that is irritating them, is moving the needle. Like, people don't understand that what we're doing is moving the needle. Hey, if it's affecting you, maybe you should also come and talk to our auto industry that you have been affecting for the past year and a half too. It's moving the needle. But politicians want to stay in power than move needles. This is not what I signed up for. Also, Pierre is also going to do the same thing. I don't even know why.
What, Pierre Poilievre?
Yeah, this is not even like.
But what's he going to do? So first of all, some of these ideas, some of the things we've considered on, they were stupid ideas anyway to begin with. So, like, they already had to go. But if they already had to go, they should have gone and we should have gotten something in return. But we did not get anything in return. That's the problem. So, yes, Pierre will he script the digital service tax.
Pierre would have
scrapped them because they're useless.
Pierre would probably have never also not done an alcohol ban. Pierre would have just been also see, my issue with Pierre would have been pointing at the reason why we're in this place and we're fixing it because of just Trudeau. Yeah,
10 years of liberal policy.
Fair. But can you come up with...
No, but what he would have done is he would have unlocked our energy, our critical minerals.
Our energy is not, doesn't have
all
a key and a padlock.
And he will not put an unnecessary, what do you call it, caveat on all these MOUs and deals of net zero and carbon capture. It's
there
like, my guy.
Caveats.
There's a caveat. Everybody knows. Caveats. Everybody knows today. If you want to get $1 from Carney, just in your proposal, just in white ink, just write carbon capture, net zero. What are some of the other words? That's my guy. Renewable.
Caveats. Like all of. If you have a proposal that is commercial viable and is also competitive and also helps in the long term, not at the risk of our energy sovereignty, but in the long term with renewable energies and so on and so forth. Sure, we know gas is king right now. We know crude is king. We know all of these things are good. But in the long term, it's also good to have a diversify your energy for the long term. Also diversify your trading partners. Please, all of you in Washington, come back. Let us focus on something else.
Diversify to who?
I've told you China.
So, okay, China. Okay,
no,
so China should be our only trading partner.
Number one trading partner. Trading partner.
If China does not want to buy what we are selling, what should we do?
And then find another trading partner.
Okay, who is the other trading partner?
Europe, Germany.
The entire continent of Europe.
Literally, like, go to these people and get, if they don't want to do, they're Africa. I sent the article. Nigeria is having trading talks with Canada. That is a huge... Although I don't know what we're trading back and forth there, because I saw Dangote and Carney.
He just weakened me.
Carney.
He just weakened.
Focused on...
Carney is like, you know when they say, he who has no whatever is tossed about by every wind of doctrine.
No. The Carney and Dangote Photoshop was good.
It's Carney and Dangote. And apparently we are sending how many $1 million to Benin Republic, Cotonou.
Oh yeah.
For a get this, for a green port, a net zero port.
Hey.
Like even them, they figured out how to get money from work.
Wait, what is net zero? Like, wait, I don't understand what.
And apparently, this port is going to help drive gender equality in the country. I'm like, how does a port drive gender equality?
No, this has to be. This has to be. This is not a joke.
I promise you, it's not one of the stories we're going to talk about.
Oh my goodness.
I saw it last night and I had to die laughing.
That is, anyways.
I was like, even these people know how to get money from.
Who's giving money for a port when we need ports?
So, to be fair, the deal was struck under Justin Trudeau.
Oh, okay, fair.
The initial deal was struck under Justin Trudeau.
It's just
Carney and I think Anita Anand was also involved in this photo op and whatnot. They've gone to either revive or inject new money or something.
Oh boy. Come on, Carney. Please. Everybody come back home.
But you said we should go and do trade with you.
No, I'm saying
but
the trade.
This is not trade. We're giving them money for free.
This is not trade. I'm looking for people to diversify our trade. Literally all the 20 billion, hundreds of billion we send down south. We need to strategize how we'll fill in the gaps for that.
No, I don't think you're ready for the reality of global trade.
No, again, this is something that can be. They will be shouting, "Oh, 100% tariffs, 200% tariffs." Keep on shouting from the rooftop. Let us spend our time focusing on getting diversified trading partners. And then also too, while we're at it, let's figure out how to trade amongst ourselves and just unlock trading amongst ourselves. Like
That second idea I
speed.
can get behind. That makes sense. We need to figure out interprovincial trade. Like the fact that we're still talking about it today is a problem. That was one of the things, once again, your boy campaigned on coming into power.
Elbows up,
interprovincial trade, blah, blah, blah. All we've seen so far, MOUs upon MOUs upon MOUs. Nothing concrete has been signed. Nothing has been actioned. It's just MOUs and money for condo developers, whether it's in BC or in Toronto. I'm like, what is with Carney and condo developers?
Oh yeah, so that he also went to Toronto to do something like affordable rent or something
Like, my guy,
with the city of Toronto.
You're just putting money into the hands of these developers, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, at this point, I think Carney is.
It's just about by every wind of doctrine.
I think it's he had a plan, an economic agenda, but you know when you're
reality hit him. Everybody has a plan till they get punched in the teeth.
Fair. You get punched in the teeth and you blink for a second. Just wake up, continue on the plan. The plan is solid. Diversify our trading partners. If the people that you're sending to diversify are not getting results, find new people to diversify.
Which people is he sending? He has been going by himself. All the travel he's been traveling.
When he travels, for example, he sets up like a committee from his own delegation with the delegation from, for example, when they went to China, they had a delegation from Canada and delegation from China working on the deal. When you go to UAE, you have a delegation. If those delegations are not coming up with results yesterday, all right, come back.
My guy, they're seeing the reality of what is on ground. It's not a matter of like, are they getting results or not? It's like after the 1.5 years of travel, they're like, man, we had it good with the US. We truly have been milking them for all it's worth. Hence, them coming to the conclusion that what makes the most sense is to make these concessions. Now, I don't think what makes the most sense is to make the concessions because one, we've made enough concessions already. We need to start building leverage. We need to get interprovincial trade going. We need to stop sending money to random countries. Like, I don't understand. Like, we're fundraising to build a house for our prime minister. And we're sending hundreds of millions of dollars elsewhere for like gender-friendly net zero green ports. Like,
that's a compound Brookfield Road. But anyways, I think it's fine. I think it's fine to send money if you're using it for diplomacy. I think that's fine.
Help me understand the diplomacy, please.
Like if you're trying to build diplomacy within regions, it's pretty much like
help me understand how a gender-friendly green port in Cotonou in West Africa helps our agenda of being a middle power.
Hey, middle powers help. If you're a middle power and you're not helping the people that you're powering over, bro, like like that's what made US a world power. US was not a world power because they had all the money economically. They were a world power because you can call on them to help you out. And when they need to implement something within that region, you follow their agenda because they're able to.
So this is Makani's version of USAID.
Probably not USAID, but middle power AID.
Okay, in another 2, 3, 4, 5 years, we're going to be talking about how Makani is a joke with some of these things.
Like it helps with diplomacy. I can see
my
how
guy
that
needs to clean house. He needs to clean up these. Like he needs to doge up our Canadian government.
Like at this point, it's not. I don't think even like There's a space where we need to trim the fat on our spending and like
we're letting go of public servants all across the country and make it make sense. Like there's some things that are not passing my sniff test. And granted, I'm not in all the rooms that Carney is in, but I just struggle to see a world where it makes sense what he's doing.
See, right now, I'm with you, specifically on the US Washington, like chickening out. In fact, this is not even chickening out.
My guy has chickened out since last year. You're only just coming to that conclusion now.
Like,
this is not a new thing.
There's certain things that I can understand to, hey, I'm the new guy in town. You're the new guy in town. I just want to let you know we can work on this if you want to work on it together. What do you need from me? And here's what I need from you. All right, we drop the taxes on the content. We drop the taxes on the digital tax. And next thing you want to come and increase tariffs? Come on, bro. That's where you have to.
He also caved on Gordie Howe Bridge.
Sure. I'm like, all of that, put that in 1 month of July. But if you come back again and tell me you're still not, you're going to give me like another tariff on August 19th, unless you do X, it's like, come on now. I've done.
Is
X,
the US
Y, and
even
Z.
asking for anything? What are they asking for?
I think they want to obviously do. There's one part that Carney cannot touch: milk and eggs and dairies and farms. US wants that to be opened up for sure.
So I guess question for you: you are pro Chinese EVs coming in because it's to give competition to other automakers. It's to drive costs down. If we allow US dairy to come in, it will drive the cost down.
I don't want US anything in terms of food.
If you allow US
I would
dairy
allow EU dairy to come in before US dairy. How about that?
But why?
Because I don't trust US dairy. Bro, have you watched those documentaries of what they do in US? Like,
no, like they can only sell things that abide by our Health Canada
They can only
policy.
sell
They have to still abide by Health Canada policy. They have to abide by CFIA policy.
Canada has better food than US, so there's no point.
See, you can claim that all you want.
I'm not even going to.
See, all I'm asking is it to lower the price of groceries for the average Canadian.
But you would lower the price and be eating paper, bro.
No, but once again, we have Health Canada policies and guidelines. But
Health Canada has guidelines and policies, but cannot go and be looking at all the containers that come into Canada.
That's not Health Canada's job, right?
Yeah,
they work in concert with
by the time,
CBSA and CFI.
And then you have US and Canada.
We have a whole department, Canadian Food Inspection Agency. Their whole job is for inspection.
But I'm saying, like, US already has a quota that they're allowed to bring in, but they're just not allowed to flood the market with low quality dairy, milk, and eggs. I would rather we do that in EU, where they also have high quality food.
So why don't we just open up the floodgates to everybody who wants to bring in?
Don't open up floodgates. Keep it restricted. If you want to have competition, maybe this is a package you can even go to the EU for. We don't mind selling your milk, dairy, and eggs in Canada. If we become
by the time we ship that thing into Canada, it's gonna be.
I was in Nigeria. I saw Costco milk, bro. They can do all these things are doable. It's global times. There's airplanes. There's everything. If people want quality, they'll get quality. But if we want to now open up this US industrialized, I don't even know what you call it, bro. Like where you have one day chickens that are on the plate with like steak. Like, come on, no. See, we're elbows up, Carney.
Carney has clearly said he's not elbows up. So
we need to wake you up right now. Everyone in Washington, we need to wake you up. Maybe we should campaign so that you can come and vote for the people that voted for you.
Right.
That whole leak was just like, bro, you can't start. And the fact that you even put out the concessions there, tell me something. You've either already told the US you're conceding, or you're doing a stupid move to signal to them that you're willing to concede, and then they'll come with twice the list of what you're willing to concede. Like, this is negotiation 101. You hold the line until they come to the table and have a conversation with you.
Yeah, hold the line. August 19th is coming up because from my perspective, the US is not ready to negotiate with Canada. That's my perspective, and they keep doing these things to just kind of push us away.
I have another suggestion
because they're busy with Iran right now.
You know what we should do in addition to the U.S. alcohol ban? A tax on U.S. vacation spending.
So if U.S. people come to Canada,
no, if Canada people want to go to U.S., you pay to specifically on any sort of vacation.
So if you're flying to the U.S. Does that include if you're transiting in the US?
It doesn't include transiting.
How do you enforce that though?
So all these people that do
Sunwing, all those people. So if any of your destinations is US, there's a tax. While we're on this topic, since you're coming up with these ideas that I'm not sure if they're...
See, anything that will get because the only reason I'm thinking about that is like the reduction in tourism from Canadians is affecting some states.
So it's
but we need to find a way to make that...
go at scale.
exactly on the scale.
How about we take it one step further? Since you're coming up with these ideas, how about we say US needs visa to come to Canada? We just cancel the free travel agreement between the two countries. Since you're clearly more elbows up than Carney, like
that one.
what you're blinking,
I'll blink on
elbows
that
are coming down.
I'll blink on that one.
But that's an epitome of all of what you're suggesting. It sounds good on paper.
I'll blink on that one.
But the principalities and powers that be in Canada will not allow any of those things.
No, I'm saying like when you start messing around with visas and stuff, you need to find a way to make it subtle and definite.
Adding a tax on travel to the US is not subtle.
Obviously, by tax,
you might as well, like I said, you might as well just impose a visa.
But we need to find the way we did the alcohol ban and the way we have done the US tourism like nosedive. We need to find a way to make that scale because there are only a few states that are feeling it, like states that are on the borders with Canada are feeling it, but not some of those states that the sunshine states, or be the states that they do like
Florida and
the Floridas, the Californias, I don't know
why anybody even wants to go to California, to be honest.
I mean the sunshine states, like
yeah, but like I went there once and
like that's what I'm telling you. Anything about America looks good on TV, but it's not good for consumption. Literally. So we don't want American dairy, eggs, milk. It's cheap for a reason.
I say it's cheap for a reason.
And
no, I think Canadian dairy is expensive for a reason.
No.
Yeah. Canadian dairy is expensive for a reason.
It's cheap for whatever they're doing to those eggs and those chickens and those beefs and all of those things.
It's questionable.
I've watched some Netflix documentaries and I'm like, yeah, you might as well start 3D printing this.
Yeah, but it's the same thing here, to be honest. Like
it's the same thing here,
not at the same scale, but it's the same. It's the same thing.
It's not at the same like. It's like when you're using autocomplete versus when you're using AI. It's two different things.
Two different AI.
But again, at least, but yeah, sure. But yeah, I'll say we need to maybe McCartney dust off the economic degrees. Think about a way to extend this alcohol ban.
McCartney needs to go back to school, not dust off.
Extended alcohol ban to another subsect of industry. Travel looks like another one that's causing some noise in the US, but maybe it's not travel, but it could be a targeted industry or targeted response that will be so subtle is not the right word, but just concise and just you feel it directly.
I think something more subtle and something potentially more effective is limiting foreign ownership and control of businesses in Canada. I think that's more subtle, but also more effective for the Canadian economy.
Fair. If you do that,
because that's essentially going buy Canadian on steroids. You're like saying anything you buy in Canada is going to be at least 51% owned by Canadians.
You know
if
what you can
limit
actually do?
Foreign control and
what
foreign
if we
ownership?
remove the GST on interprovincial trade?
So that's the federal portion of taxes. Yeah, that's just losing money for the federal government. Like I'm all for it.
I'm all for that. See,
I'm all for it. But like I just like, how does Carney sell that?
Or like literally everything that is interprovincial trade, GST, and everything that's coming over the border, you increase the GST on it.
So essentially a tariff.
Yeah, like mans don't want to be calling it tariffs over there. Essentially, like balancing the books.
So tit for tat tariff.
Nope. We reduce the GST internally, increase the GST from any external stuff.
And now you're just sounding like Trump. I love tariffs. Every word in the dictionary. We put tariffs on anything coming across the border. Tariff. Gonna make us so rich, so prosperous. It's gonna be the biggest nation. It's gonna be beautiful. Like, yeah, no.
Bro, but
see,
either way,
interprovincial trade just needs to be fixed, period. Like the premiers need to get in a room and just figure it out.
Fair, but what I'm saying is somebody needs to come, like, I didn't study economics here. Somebody needs to come up with...
I don't know if you need to study economics to understand that there's opportunity cost on every decision you make. as demand goes up,
Mhm.
prices go up. As supply goes up, prices come down. You find the equilibrium. That's the right price. Like like those
It
things
just
sound
reminded me of one
fancy.
Chance the Rapper said, when the prices go up, the blessings come down. When the tariffs go up, the elbows come down.
Yeah, Makani, man.
Oh
Like,
my goodness.
Makani has showed Canadians just a glimpse of his true
When
color.
the tariffs go up, the
I've been telling you guys, this guy is a
elbows
fraud. This
come
guy is a
down.
magician. Sleight of hands is probably his biggest skill.
Nah, I
in
don't
this
see this
world.
one.
Sleight of
This
hand.
one, I
Says one thing on camera, and then if you observe his body language and the way he laughs and smiles and smirks, you just know when he's trying to pull a fast one.
But what I would say is, still
He's not
in
the
Parliament,
best. He's not the best person for.
he's still the only one that's able. Like, if you rerun the election over and over and over, in fact, you can really rerun McCartney, Pierre, Avi Lewis, Elizabeth Green party. You can run
Guy, there's only really two names there.
Bloc Quebecois. You can run all of them again. McCartney will still win with a super majority time and time again on this.
Give it so. If Makani is feeling good about his polls, my challenge to him is to call an election next year.
Yeah, but
If he
why
calls an
would he
election
call
next
it?
year, he's losing.
Losing to who?
I don't care, but he's losing.
To who?
Makani is not going to be the prime minister if he calls an election next year or any year
Why
after
also
that, to be
next
honest.
year too? Why not right away?
Like I said last week, give the guy time. He's cooking. He's going to dig his own grave. He's going to dig a
I'm
grave for
telling
his
you,
political
like, nah,
career.
See, he will dig a grave.
He's
but there's nobody
cooking,
to
and he
push
just
him
started
inside
cooking
there.
last month.
Nah, trust
He
me.
just started cooking last month.
The
Give him
quickest way to get
Another
this,
6 to
I'm saying, like,
12 months.
the part Carney is having a free reign because other parties don't have a strategy on how to lead Canada and also take up power from the
See, I
Liberals.
saw that poll you posted in the chat this week. I was like, like if you look at any of the other polls that had come up before that poll you posted,
Yeah.
where it was like, oh, 33% of Canadians think that Carney is uncontested or whatever. It's like every other poll showed him sliding in numbers.
He's sliding in
And
numbers.
then that poll pops up out of nowhere and he looks like he's the best thing since sliced bread. I'm like, nah, something fishy is going on.
Yeah, I'm saying Carney
that
might be
poll.
sliding in numbers, but Pierre is
Especially
not
in
rising
Atlantic
in
Canada.
numbers.
See,
NDP is also rising a bit in numbers, and it's affecting
NDP
conservatives.
NDP is rising and it's impacting liberals.
No,
Because once again,
liberal
because
stronghold is very strong.
what is
on
happening is a lot of the progressive liberals that elected Marcani did not see any of these pipeline things coming. And with his big push for pipelines and defense and buying, fighter jets and submarines, they're like, who the hell is this guy?
this. No, see.
So
I'm
now
so
they're going
sure.
to veer further left to the
Except the
NDP and the
Conservatives
Green
have,
Party.
for some reason. In fact, they came up with a poll. Like, who would you
Or
prefer?
Stephen Harper.
They said Stephen Harper. Literally, I'm like, dude,
Stephen Harper, low-key,
is it like, are you trying to resurrect people from the grave to come and lead the party?
he's not that old.
Bro,
And he will
his
be
time
a
has
much
passed.
better prime minister than
His
Carney.
time has passed.
His time has passed. And I think Pierre is still a better person to be prime minister.
If Stephen Harper just even steps into the Conservative Party politics again, it would look so bad.
It would look very bad for Pierre.
It will look so bad for Pierre and everyone around Pierre. Literally, Pierre should just step down JJD now.
I don't think Pierre should step down. I think out of all the options in the Conservative Party, Pierre is still the strongest.
He's still the
player.
strongest, but compared to Carney, he's so weak.
Like I said, give Carney time to cook.
Yeah.
Carney is going to dig himself into his own political grave.
All I'm saying, I don't see Pierre actually capitalizing. I don't see anybody capitalizing on this.
You know what? I agree, and I don't think he should capitalize right now. Wait a little. Give Carney 6 to 12 months, and Canadians will kick him out of power.
Canadians?
Yes.
Bro, except we become the 51st
You heard it
state.
first on this podcast.
Except
Give Carney some time to cook, and Canadians will kick him out of what they call it, Rideau Cottage, Abbey, Sussex Street.
So all the fundraising, they go fund me for the house.
They will refund everybody their money.
That was wild.
Give Carney time to cook. He'll dig his own political grave. Because like this past 6 weeks, my guy has been on a roll.
News. What else do we have for this show? I know, like, there are a few articles that
Yeah, there were some articles, but like really last week and like I said, last 6 weeks, just Canada US relationship has been kind of the highlight. It's been dominating the news cycle for good reason. Thankfully, the Gordie Howe Bridge is finally opened.
But those, I hear that double charging people. Maybe that's how they're able to bypass the 50%.
And it's like the network does something.
The net will do something if I charge it twice. I only pay 50% of the first charge.
And then we keep on.
You have 150% revenue for the tolls.
Yeah, hopefully they fix that soon because that's not a good look for sure.
But also, too, one of the cool things, again, that's why I'm saying Carney, man. The elbows up would have looked so good this month if it was strong on it and not looking. Because now,
75,000 jobs.
Jobs were added. It would look good if you were elbows up on this negotiation and 75,000 jobs came in August looking good, unemployment down.
The last time we spoke about jobs numbers on this podcast,
you were talking about how your statistics is.
Whenever I see any article about jobs, I just remember that episode and I'm just like, please. They should just stop.
No. Look, 75,000 total jobs added in July. Smashing the 16,000 forecast.
Those numbers mean nothing to me.
This is why you need to stay elbows up.
Those numbers mean nothing to me.
Everybody was expecting only 16,000 jobs to be added. And you added 71,000, 75,000.
He did not add Jack, first of all. He did not add Jack.
So when jobs lost, it's him that's losing the jobs. When he adds,
no. I'll be fair. These job report numbers, personally, I don't. They don't carry much weight in my mind. And this whole week, I was just thinking, like, especially with the whole Fauci pleading the fifth 111 times. It's like I feel like there's something to be said about the impact of intelligence on common sense.
Okay.
I think there has to be, you know how they have this important urgent index or whatever. There should be like an intelligent common sense spectrum of sorts. Like, where does this fall in this space? Some things sound intelligent, like jobs reports. Common sense, nah, like they're loggerheads. Like, and I think Carney, if I'm gonna put him in a bucket, he'll probably fall somewhere in the middle. He's not the intelligent, no common sense.
Come on, you put some respect on the guy's name. Like, I'm pissed about the elbows down, but
my Carney, my goodness, sleight of hands magician. That's his specialty. 6 to 12 months. Let's give him 6 to 12 months.
But, fair. We'll give him 6 to 12 months. But again, if you just kept the elbows up, and all this good news is coming out, it would help.
You know what's funny? When we first started planning this podcast, you were like, no, let's connect in 12 months and see blah, blah, blah. We are 12 months there. You said you're done with my...
I'm done. If this is how we're going to be negotiating in Washington...
your boy has failed you.
No, if this is how we're going to be negotiating in Washington, bro, let's just come back. It's a waste of taxpayers' money.
Okay, everything he does is a waste of taxpayers' money.
Like, why are you in Washington? If you knew all along we're going to be conceding like this, like, there's no talk that will be reasonable for this man. Like, we already know the experience. Why aren't we flying to Beijing? Why aren't we flying to
Beijing? Where else should we fly to? Moscow?
Shanghai? Fly to Germany, Berlin, all these places.
My guy, you give Europe too much credit here. Like, every time I've been to Europe, I come back with a profound level of gratitude for North America.
Also fly to, if you're going to be, there's also Africa you can fly to. West Africa,
Please,
North Africa.
Our audience, you can tell that this guy is a joke today.
You can be shaking hands with Aliko.
This guy's solution for Canada is to give up on the US and go to bed with Africa and Europe.
Fly down to South America. How about that? Argentina, Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying
you do business with people that have money to do business with you and they want to buy what you're selling.
Yeah, but I'm saying
even South America, before they will come and buy from Canada, they will stop in the US and buy whatever they want from the US. We're too far. We're between a rock and a hard place. On the one side, it's the Arctic Ocean. On the other side is the US. So all these different places you're saying they should come and buy.
Also, like, I'm saying, like, dude,
the Pacific is between us and Asia.
Again, if we're paying taxpayers' money, if all the flights that Dominic and his people have been doing Just buy one flight. Beijing, Shanghai. Sit down with people. Make a deal. And let this deal be a solid one. Like,
Talk about
coming to
flooding our
making
markets.
concessions.
I can just see so many things wrong with that plan.
In fact, like, you know what? Why are we at 40,000 Chinese EVs?
Unlimited.
Literally. Once that August 19th comes, call Xi Jinping. But remove the cap. You can bring
as many
in your
EVs as you want.
BYDs.
Watch Ontario join Alberta and Quebec. Separation referendum.
First of all,
Before you know, Canada will be fragmented.
Carney's legacy will just be
Carney's
all
legacy
over, my guy.
will be destroyed. Destroy Canada. And having you as his advisor.
Dude, nah, man. If I was on this, oh man, like the way these people don't know how to do this thing is actually they probably do know, but I'm so.
My guy,
I'm
they
so,
know. See, elbows up works when you're campaigning to win an election. When you've won and you're faced with reality, you realize that, my goodness, I don't have the cards, yo. I don't got no cards. I'm gonna have to make concession after concession.
It's crazy, man. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. My point was that there was some good news that just went under the radar because Carney just was
75,000 jobs, sure.
that was a huge job. Like if someone is expecting you to do 16,000 and you come out and you do like 6 times or even like 6 times or no, not 6 times.
I will advise all of our listeners to go
Like
look
4,
up
5 times.
how they come up with these numbers. You will have
It's
less
statistics,
faith,
bro.
less
It's
faith in,
statistics, bro.
in that report
No, it's statistics,
than
bro.
what.
Like, look, when you do statistics, at some point you have to say that, okay, if you expected 16,000, 75,000 is a good number. Even if it's rough around the edges, but say it's even 50,000, that's like triple.
You know how I feel about.
I don't know how you feel. How
about
do you
these
look at
numbers?
statistics over like, and actually it wasn't my best subject, but
Like I said, the intelligence common sense index is a real thing. I'm
Talking about
going to make this a real thing.
intelligence common sense index is the fact that they are hacking a Canadian Bitcoin wallet.
Oh yeah, they cleaned out how many $140 million from that.
Yeah, and a Canadian company built a Bitcoin wallet, and next thing they said about 140 million was hacked.
So, I thought you were going to read good news. This Canadian company is building
I'm pretty sure
hackable Bitcoin wallet.
I'm pretty sure this is the US.
Marine Land. Also, what's going on? How did Marine Land go bankrupt? Now they're transferring 7 beluga whales to the US SeaWorld. Even our whales are going to the US.
Bro, elbows up.
Elbows up, Carney. How are the US taking our whales?
Elbows up.
The money you used to build a gender-friendly green net zero port in Cotonou could have saved Marine Land from being bankrupt.
Yeah, but that's the Doc Ford issue, man. Doc Ford should have saved Marine Land. Like, I don't know. In fact, also, too, Marine Land, too, they should have been able to save themselves because I'm pretty sure they were just messing up those animals in the Trade Center. I'm not giving it to US. I don't even know what US would do with like US like attractions are not even like
what
the best places to be.
Guy, you spoken like somebody who has not been to some of the US attractions.
I know people be hailing Disneyland and so on and so forth, but I'm like, dude, man.
Like I said, whenever I've been to Europe, I have developed a profound level of respect for North America. Europe seems to optimize for human discomfort.
Yeah.
North America.
That's crazy.
We know how to live life.
That's crazy.
In North America.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so there are some good spots in the US when it comes to attractions.
Fair.
They know how to generate enjoyment. They know how to monetize enjoyment. Let's put it that way. But yeah, losing some beluga whales to the US under Mark Carney's leadership as Prime Minister of Canada. Marine Land disclosed.
You can ignore that one. To be honest, at this point, if whales want to whales, they should go whale somewhere else. Right now, what is urgent is whatever you're doing in Washington. This is the one I will support, that we should bring like a parliamentary discovery. What was the negotiation like in Washington?
Well,
And
we
what?
can start by understanding what happened with the Gordie Howe Bridge. If we don't understand that, how will we understand anything else?
See, that Gordie Howe Bridge is gone. It's gone. Let bygones be bygones.
So, like,
It was
that's
all
what
in
we
the
keep
month
saying.
of July.
See, in the US, they are grilling Fauci and he's busy pleading the fifth. We need to grill some people here.
So they can also plead the fifth.
They should do we even have Fifth Amendment? I don't know if we have
I don't
Fifth
think we
Amendment.
have the same. I mean,
They should come and explain what happened. I mean, maybe we can take it all the way back to Theresa Tam, since now they're grilling Fauci. Theresa might as well come answer questions. But they should come and explain what happened with Gordie Howe Bridge.
Yeah.
And what happened with Kuzma and our general US-Canada relationship.
I can tell you what happened.
What happened?
You just have a big baby on Washington that you're trying to negotiate with.
I
Let
don't
us
know.
move.
Something else must have happened.
Let us move on.
Something must have triggered it. Like,
bro, nothing triggers this thing.
nah,
This thing is just like somebody just says, "Oh, we have supply management. We have this. We have that." Tell them that they need to remove that. Seeing that they're removing a bunch of the digital
but we're the
taxes
ones that have been claiming supply management, no?
we do have supply.
Yeah, but the ones that have been claiming it as leverage.
We have had it since they negotiated the first Kuzma, and now we are in a basically tantrum throwing tariff. At this point, when you're dealing with someone that is a little bit not okay, you don't start to play the same game. You focus on where they are okay people, and you do your negotiation and diplomacy. Straightforward. And just keep the energy moving, man.
You know,
Not come and be leaking that, oh, we're going to be making some concessions.
okay, those concessions are happening whether you like them or not.
And as they happen, I'm like, dude, I had better hopes.
We all did.
Our elbows were up. Your own elbows are up somewhat.
My elbow was never up. I never trusted this guy one bit. The guy started his campaign in US. He started his, like, literally his campaign for prime minister in the US. I don't know if it was John Oliver or one of these.
What's his name? John Stewart.
John Stewart. Yeah, one of these guys. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, that's just a snapshot of the guy we're dealing. From that moment, I was like,
is that when he went to set up Brookfield in the US?
I was like, is this guy serious? Like, the fact that he won the election still baffles my mind. But
because the conservatives don't have an answer and don't have a leader. That's what I've been saying all along. You can't come and say you want to lead Canada and you cannot lead a party. Go and study under Daniel Smith, maybe, and see how to lead a party. Go and study under Doug Ford and learn how to lead a party. These are people that are leading their provinces and leading a party. If you're struggling, you literally lost a sixth conservative.
Yeah, he's resigning or whatever.
You're not able to, if you're not able to stir up confidence in your party members and caucus, then running for election is just like a single man. So wait, if you win the mandate, you lose all your party people, but we still want you to trust. If your party people cannot trust your leadership, if the people that are members and MPs in your party,
there was a vote and he still won.
He won by people, not the people in your like the members of parliament.
The
87% was more of the
party,
end user.
The party,
yeah, but I'm saying
wanted him to still
the conservative caucus in the parliament.
Yeah,
is what, as the leader of the party, you should be leading. You cannot be a prime minister without members in your party.
Well,
you can't be a prime minister without members in your party. And if all the members in your party right now are dropping like flies, then there's something that might be on your body that is attracting this thing to just be.
Like, see, I don't fully understand why Pierre is losing people. My best guess is that he has neglected that specific duty to lead the conservative MPs. That's my best guess, because he's busy, obviously,
to focus on what?
Traveling around with kettlebells and whatnot.
Yeah, to do interviews in US, talk about this, talk about that, talk about minerals in the ground. Like, again, lead with purpose in the Conservative Party. Show people optimism. How do you take a party that is devastated and is not, like, because they were so on the high? No, I'm saying, like, the morale of the party is low.
Yeah.
You're trying to lead a morale low party. It's a difficult
while
assignment.
Being the
leader of the opposition.
The leader of the opposition.
It's a difficult assignment. But you need to succeed at this to show Canadians that even in a low moral economy and situation, you're able to lead them out of it.
See,
But right now, Pierre is not answering the call, man. Like I would say that I used to be like a huge Pierre guy, but right now he's falling hands, like you'll see.
yeah, I'll let him answer for himself. I don't like to defend
Yeah, although he wrote a good letter today to Prime Minister Carney about
concessions.
concessions.
Yeah, because like my guy, like, it's all fun and games. You talk about it, you make fun of the guy, but like these are real people and people's livelihoods that Mark Carney is literally just being inexperienced about with these negotiations. Like if Mark Carney is not successful, he's not the one who is going to suffer it. Like I said, he's 90% invested in the US, so he wins either way. It's Canadians who love Canada that are invested fully in Canada that will pay the price of Mark Carney's leadership if he does not step up.
Okay. Anyways,
so
it's all good, man.
10 days to August 19th.
It's all good.
Countdown is on. We'll see what happens. I have a feeling that some of these concessions, Trump will be like, you know what? Another 30 days. He'll give you 30 days. We'll make a deal. Blah, blah, blah. It's going to push the deadline.
Let's see. All of you from Washington, come back home. Let's just focus
Let's
on
absorb
ourselves.
the tariffs. Let's figure it out. Let's
focus
figure
on
out
ourselves.
interprovincial trade and whatnot. But
Anyways, this was a good one.
Summer is almost over.
Bro. Anyways, I give up. At least one thing that would be cool, I don't have to do my lawn
Yeah,
because
but
right
then
now I
we
need to
switch to
yeah, I can do snow.
Clarence
Man.
snow.
I can do
Nah,
snow.
man.
I can do snow.
Nah, man.
I just need to get my jackets dusted up. Right? I also need to clean my car. Yeah, I tried to do like detailing on my car and then ended up putting like a bunch of swirls on
On the paint.
the paint. So I have to get like some paint correction happening, which is another.
That's tough.
But yeah, summer was short. Rain,
Yeah, lots of rain.
but
Lots of rain.
lots
Of rain, but also lots of. We didn't even talk about David Eby and his incompetence with handling this wildfire in BC.
yeah. So
now,
like
the federal government has had to step in.
That's the same thing that happened in Ontario too, right? Like federal government always has to step in.
Yeah, these premiers, I don't think they understand that they are responsible for the province.
All the thing is like, federal government, please come in.
Like it's like phone a friend always. That's their solution to everything. Like they need to have a plan. Like the wildfires happen every year. Okay, we should start planning for next year and figure out a plan. Daniel Smith just ordered how many water bombers? That's somebody who has a plan and is thinking ahead.
I bet I had like a crazy wildfire season.
I understand, but guess what she has done now? She has placed an order for water bombers.
I mean, because she had a couple seasons where
you can say whatever you want to say.
No, I'm just saying like
she has placed an order for water bombers in the event that there's another wildfire in the future.
That's smart.
David Eby, like what is he doing?
That's smart. If your colleague that failed, both of you failed the same exam and they changed.
One has gone to get a tutor. He just stood there hoping for the best and calling federal government. Like,
yeah. I see.
It's like, okay, like come up with a plan. So
see, David Eby is also like, again, when you have people
Eby and Doug Ford, please, like we need to, Canadians, like let's figure out a plan to get these people out of office.
No, usually I think they also want to just leave because you've held on to power for so long that however it turns out. But when you don't have capable opposition, you're just leaving mediocrity to just rule.
I like how you're always harping about the opposition parties.
In Ontario, like NDP had to start to wake up. There's opportunities to oppose the leader credibly, not just for opposition's sake. And you are missing out on it day after day. Mary Styles just started doing little bit of work is all she needs to start doing. Little bit of work. But the Conservative Party in BC, they're fighting. Conservative Party in Liberal Party in Ontario doing elections today, tomorrow firing the person that's supposed to be leading the elections.
Yeah,
like
Liberal Party in Ontario is just they're not serious.
But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. When you don't have if you have an opposition party that's just playing a part versus an opposition party that is strategically looking at the leader's weaknesses and capitalizing on that and trying to let Canadians know that election is coming up, plan to not vote for this leader.
It's a tough assignment, but that's what they're there for. So, like, I don't need to defend any of the opposition leaders. Like, that's their jobs.
Yeah.
My job is to let you know, that your so-called elbows up prime minister
Elbows up.
has put his elbows down from day one.
When the when the tariffs go up, the elbows come down.
That's
But
it.
please, let's keep the elbows up. Let the tariffs
The
keep going
elbows
up.
were never up. That was the campaign slogan. They were never up,
Oh man.
which is an unfortunate
crazy,
thing because Canadians thought that this guy had his elbows up. But
Anyways,
you know what they say.
let's see how the week goes.
Yeah, until next Sunday.
All right.
Until then, if anybody asks you any question on the advice of my counsel, I am exercising my rights under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution to not self-incriminate.
Hold the fort.